All right, guys, so I have a good news and the bad news. Well, the bad news is that stock market is in the shambles. Okay, this is just S&P 500. Some of the tech stocks that are collapsing, Micron doing great. And I have a good news. And the good news is that the price action is working out just as how I mentioned. Our zones are reacting the way they were supposed to be reacting. So as we are, it's none of this is surprise to us. Okay, we are all prepared. If you have seen my videos, our zones are working out as expected. Supports are holding support. Resistance zones are holding rejections. Okay, everything is working out as what I mentioned. So that's the good news. But anyways, let's jump right into it. In this video, let's talk about the market, S&P 500, Nasdaq 100. We'll take a look at Tesla, SpaceX, and semiconductors. Micron earnings are on Wednesday, so be prepared for that as well. All right, guys, with that, want to let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes. Just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. All right, so S&P 500, guys. Again, yes, we are going down, but as I have said, 749 below, we will remain in the rejection. As you can see, we tested that zone and rejected, right? Our rejections, resistance are still working as it is. Nothing is surprise, right? That's the good news, okay? And as you can see, yes, that was just a little bit of multi-day pickup and then rejection. Didn't change the structure. Our overall structure is still taking precedence. Oh, sorry, multi-day structure ongoing. That little bit of a bounce that was is over, and we never regained the momentum full on for the overall structure, and thus multi-day weakness is continuing here. Rejection right at our zone that I mentioned to you guys. So because below that, structure will remain negative in the near term, and that is the case. Overall, 733, we cannot go overall bearish, but definitely multi-day weakness is continuing. Let's take a look at Nasdaq 100. A little bit of a red, but, and that's the whole point, the good news, right? And we held the zone that I gave you for the day, 735 area. I said that until here, even if anything would happen, that will be mostly a pullback. We won't change overall or multi-day structure negative. Technically, this is a part of just a day of a cool off. Multi-day structure is holding at 735. You can see so many hours of support of candles there at that zone that I gave you. So that's the good news. Our areas are working as expected. Now, the thing is that we closed so close to it. If we lose it tomorrow, unfortunately, it's gonna slip into that then multi-day weakness. This momentum is over then, okay? So it's right at that zone. So part of a bittersweet news there for you. Overall, nothing to worry about. Nasdaq 100 overall is not bearish and won't be even until like 722. Above that, we are fine. It has 700 also really good support right now. Look, Micron will define quite a lot this Wednesday. Semiconductors still did really great. Definitely not all of them, but many of them. We'll get to those. Tesla, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you in my videos? Tesla, your bias starting this week above 393 is supposed to be bullish. Right at our zone, guys, this thing shot up. And shot up it did. We went all the way again to that 440 in the zone that I have been telling you. Only above that we want to see a overall proper longevity strength will again build up. We rejected right there, but it was quite a good move. Tesla did fairly well compared to the rest of the market. And where did we find this next support? That zone, that another one that I gave you, 403. Right? Let's get to the 5 minutes interval. Things will get clear. Yes, we did go up, right? Then we came down. But then where did we find support? That at zone of 404. Bounced back up. Now, yes, then throughout the day it did give up some gains, but Tesla is looking strong. Okay, my full trade setup I have shared with my members as well. You can check that video out on my Patreon. My full trading setup on Tesla. For today, levels worked out just as how I mentioned to you guys. Okay. SpaceX unfortunately didn't regain that level above the zone 188 area, and thus, as I said, as if we are not regaining it, we will remain the multi-day weakness. Above that only is where we'll mark this pullback complete. But since that never happened, and then I mentioned if we lose this 176, it's gonna come down more, which is pretty much the case right now because multi-day weakness is continuing. It didn't really regain that zone, so we will then, unless the zone is not regained, we cannot trade upside, right? So yeah, it's coming down now. What we have to see is if this holds the gap, or sorry, this start of the price tomorrow. If Tesla does that, then it's not bullish. Okay, we have a zone to follow. This is the zone. Now if we don't lose 150, you have to let it get above 173 again before you can look any strength on SpaceX. Otherwise, no, it will remain the weakness. If it gets cheaper, great, I'm gonna pick it up in other ways. And so yeah, it's good for me if it gets cheaper though. All right guys, so these type of tech stocks like Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Netflix, like all these I talk with my members. You can, if, and there are a lot of opinions I have shared about all these tech stocks. You can check out my members only videos for that. Okay, let's get to semiconductors. Nvidia unfortunately couldn't hold and couldn't stay above or get above 211, and thus below that it couldn't regain really an overall bullish strength. Below that it remains in the overall negative structure. The point is that is the multi-day strength also over. Technically yes, multi-day strength is over below 208. Nvidia is better traded day trade or just multi-day. It's not giving swing. I have mentioned this to you multiple times, and that's where it is. AMD strong, almost made a new all-time highs today. Created it, gave up the gains. That's okay. Market was really selling off, so but overall structure remains bullish on this thing still. And let's get to the hourly interval. And here on the hourly interval, yeah, tomorrow you can watch the zones like 539, 545. 545 is about to lose. Below that some pullback weakness is possible, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, so all right guys, so that's AMD, but overall structure is bullish guys. It has a lot of room to remain in this here, the bullish structure. Okay, a lot of room here for that. ARM, that's okay. It's technically a part of a pullback. We were extended already, tested and created new all-time highs. Definitely below 428 is in the multi-day weakness, and below 420 is going to be remaining in the multi-day weakness. That was the move, recent one, and right now it's giving up those part of a pullback guys. Okay, so Broadcom unfortunately couldn't stay above 405, lost it, and thus overall structure has again taken negative precedence on this thing to the downside. So Micron is, guys, is your king of the mountain. Micron is still going up. Market, it closed even like high, didn't even give up any gains. And I think in the post market it was more up. Yes, in the post market it was more up. It says there is no stopping me. That's what Micron says. Okay, look, I have no clue about what's going to happen through the earnings. I have some theories. I talked about it in my video, one of those, but you never know what the price action going to do. I gave you gap up, gap down scenarios. Follow those through. If you're not comfortable going through the volatility in the earnings, you size down your position before that, whatever. You are really in a great position on Micron here. This is your new trailing area, 1100 pretty much on average. Okay, SanDisk also is bullish, did go up a little bit, giving up the gains, but overall structure remains bullish. Significant level 2164 is your trailing area at this point. TSM just part of a pullback guys. Okay, very strong still. Overall structure is fun until 449. It's just gonna do a bit of a pullback. Intel also very strong with Micron, making a new all-time highs. Again, not gonna repeat myself, I told you. So this is just a pullback, don't worry here, right? And look at it shooting up from there. Look, things are working out as per plan. So Seagate, the last one for this video, and we'll wrap up with that guys. Part of a pullback, not too worried. I already told you this is just a pullback. I also gave you a recent level on this thing for today, and pretty much yeah, it's just part of a little bit sideways. It's not overall bearish guys. It's just all bullish. It's even bullish overall until 968. So Look, Micron will decide quite a lot this Wednesday. All right, guys, that's all I had for you in this video. I want to do a quick wrap up for the day. And with that, we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.